Hello YouTube, this is Pastor Green, and I'm doing a different kind of video today. A friend of mine found out that I was losing weight, and the way I did it was using keto. And so they sent me a special Keto Krate for this month and last month. And I just wanted to show you guys basically the stuff that I got. The reason why I'm showing this is because, like I said, I started keto, started in September. It is now May, the end of May, and I've already lost over 60 pounds. And the reason why I chose keto, and this is what I'm going to talk about on the Bible channel, is I looked at all the different diets that are out there, all the different lifestyles, and keto matches, in my opinion, closest to biblical roots. Obviously, before the flood, people were vegetarians, and then after the flood, God told Noah and his family, anything that moves, you're allowed to eat. So he allowed them to eat any kind of proteins, insects, even pork. They were allowed to eat, and it wasn't until Deuteronomy, when Exodus, when Moses was given the law, that they said, these are different restrictions on your food. And the reason why I chose keto was mostly vegetables with a moderate amount of meat and a lot of fat. And the reason why it works so good is because vegetables are going to give you the fiber, and the fat's going to keep you hungry, and you need to have moderate amount of protein, not a lot, because a lot of times you just don't have a whole lot of protein available. If you look at the biblical times, everybody was vegetarians before the flood, so they all knew how to grow plants and stuff like that. So they already knew how to garden. The only thing different was now they could eat meat. And people aren't going to go out and they're going to kill a big huge animal for just a small group of people, so they're going to have a little bit of food. And if you go to any kind of like Aboriginal tribes around the world, you'll see they have a whole lot of vegetables, and they might kill one chicken to feed 50 people. I mean, they don't have much meat at all. So I was telling my friend about the diet, and he's actually one of my subscribers. And so he bought me this Keto Krate. So I was just going to basically show you what was inside of it in case you guys are interested. So the Keto Krate box looks like this. And it's basically aspartame-free, maltol-free, soy and sucralose conscious. And I'm going to show you what's inside of it, so that way, in case you guys are interested, it comes in this little, fancy-looking box with a whole bunch of different things on it. And they have an advertisement for wine. I don't drink wine, but it looks like it's keto-friendly wine. It's got less than 2 net carbs per serving. They basically say this little thing saying, "Hey, welcome to the party, Keto Cake Party," and it tells you, different things that you can do online. And the first thing that's in here is spicy hemp hearts. So you get spicy hemp hearts. It says it's got 160 calories, 14 grams of fat, and let's see, 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of carbs. So it's 2 net carbs, and less than 1 gram of sugar. The next thing on here is a Raw Rev Glow creamy peanut butter and sea salt bar. You can see that there. And it's got 15 grams of protein, 14 grams of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and it's going to be 180 calories. Then we have a grass beef uncured jalapeno bar, and it's going to have 140 calories with 9 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbs, no fiber, 1 gram of sugar. Then there's going to be a coconut chia sugar-free chocolate bar. And this sugar-free chocolate bar is going to have 2 servings, and it's 170 calories, 16 grams of fat, 19 carbs, and 9 grams of fiber. So it's got 10 net carbs, which is a lot. So I don't even know why this is in here, but I'm going to basically try it out. Then we have some buffalo wing almonds here, and this is going to have 230 calories with 20 grams of fat, 3 grams of fiber, 7 carbs. So it's going to have 4 net carbs and 2 sugars. This is a biltong, which is basically kind of like beef jerky, but it's a little bit different. It's not really beef jerky, but it's done the same type of way, and it's gonna have 90 calories, 2.5 grams of fat. It's gonna have 0 grams of fiber, 0 carbs, so it's got 0 net carbs and 0 sugar. So that's interesting. And really all it is just beef, sea salt, coriander, Worcestershire powder, and vinegar and pepper. So that's pretty good. The next thing I have is a BHU Fit grass-fed whey protein bar, sea salt, and caramel. And let's see, it's going to have 220 calories, 17 grams of fat. Let's see, 10 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fiber, so it's only got 1 net carb, 1 gram of sugar, and 13 grams of protein. The next thing is an intact snack. It's a spicy cheese. And I've had these type of things before where basically uses cheese and they crisp it up for you. And it's got 81 calories. There's 2 servings in here. 6 grams of fat, 2 carbs, 0 fiber, 0 sugar, and 5 grams of protein. So it's going to have two net carbs. The next thing I've actually seen before, it is the cereal spool. It is a fruity cereal. It is little balls, like that. And it's got 100 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, so it's got 0 net carbs, and 16 grams of protein. And a bag like that's about $5. They're pretty expensive. And then the last thing in here, I'm sorry, there's one more thing in here. It's some little tangerine snacks. And these tangerine snacks have 30 calories. And it says that 4 of these is a serving. And it's got no fat, 12 grams of carbs, 0 fiber. So it's got a lot of carbs in there. 1 gram of protein. But all the sugars are done in sugar alcohol, so there's no sugars inside of it, so that's pretty nice. And then the last thing in here is it's called Chomps, and there's no nutritional ingredients on there, but it's like a little pepperoni beef stick. It's Italian flavored, and that's in there as well. And I thought I would share this with you because a lot of people were wondering how I lost all the weight and why I chose keto. And like I said, the reason why I chose keto is if you look at different countries like in the Middle East, like Israel, you're going to notice that they eat a lot of lamb and beef and chicken, and they have a lot of like fatty vegetables, like they eat a lot of olives, and they have a lot of things like that. And when you have keto, you don't have a whole lot of carbs, and you try to limit your sugars as low as possible. So they want you to only have about 5 net carbs per meal, and 10 net carbs per meal and about 5 grams of sugar. But the less amount of sugar you have, the better, because sugar gives you the insulin response, and the insulin response actually lowers your ability to burn fat. And like I said, I was looking at all the different biblical things, and keto seems the most friendly. You just have a lot of vegetables. You avoid carbs, so you avoid all kind of grains, cereals, rices, breads, pastas. You avoid things like corn and potatoes because they have a lot of carbs and sugar in it. And you just eat a lot of grass-fed, healthy meats. Between 4 to 8 grams of that. And then you just eat a whole bunch of vegetables, especially green cruciferous vegetables, because those vegetables are known to have a lot of health benefits in your body. But I'm going to do another video probably in about a week or 2 of the other box that I got, the one for May. And you can actually go to their website and you can order boxes from Keto Krate. They have 3 different size boxes on there. They've got one box that's going to be, I think, 5 snacks for $20 or something like that. Then they have one that's got 9 snacks, and that's about $35. And they have one that's got more, that's like $100-something. I'll put all that information in the description. And what my friend told me he did is he bought me this month's and May's box, and for just $30, he was able to get last month's at a discounted rate. So it was like $7 or $8 off. So he went ahead and got both of them for me. He doesn't want me to mention his name, so I'm not going to do that. But I just want to say thank you to him. If you guys have any questions, just leave a comment on the video. Also, make sure you subscribe and like the channel. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.